of love, that is what we're going to be talking about today. This phenomenon had captured the imagination of thousands of people in Kerala. The protest started after a coffee shop in Ernakulam was vandalized by right-wing groups, saying that the coffee shop was being used for dates and it was against Indian culture.
I just want to see this as a reaction towards a society which is undergoing suffering a lot from the moral policing for years. Being a woman and who grew up in Kerala, I've gone to the face a lot of time. And whenever we try to protest it, we didn't even get a women support from anybody, whether it is in the bus or outside or in college, or it's very difficult to go through the situation and to fight against it also. But I think this protest actually geared up in everybody's mind, and it is actually attracted the attention of the society, because even in Delhi, I'm here staying here nearly 2 decades, and whenever we talk about our society, we say this other side of the society, because in Delhi, everybody considers Kerala as the most developed states and women empowerment has taken place.
Right.
So then when we say that, no, it's different. When I go back to my own state, I have to be back from anywhere by 6 o'clock to my house. Otherwise, I'm not safe.
There are two things. On one side, there is moral police.
Yeah.
On the other, there is moral anarchy. These two are fringe groups. These two are extremes. We should find a more centrist way of understanding, looking and dealing at sins. Suppose there are some group is saying there is kiss of love and it is a legitimate form of protest to express their anger. What if another group comes tomorrow and says, we want to have foreplay and sex out in the open, and it is also an expression of our natural instinct. Society need not curb us. Where will it lead to? So there is a balance we all have to keep. On the other side, there are moral police who says never even hold hands or never even look at each other while you walk on the streets. That too is wrong. So extremes won't take us anywhere. The kiss of day was an overreaction in Kerala. And what really happens? 40 to 50 group of youngsters gathered to protest, and almost 1,000 people gathered to counter protest.
Right.
What will happen after this kiss of love is there is a huge consolidation among what we call the conservative, in quotes, forces. Those conservative forces are gaining more momentum, and it will harm the cause of individual freedom more. 10 days back in Kerala society, there was near consensus on opposing moral police because there was a court order, somebody was killed, many people were attacked, female freedom was curtailed. But after an overreaction like kiss of love, the other side is also hardening their stand, and we will never reach anywhere. And especially the people who are above the age of 30, 40, 50, they are having huge apprehensions about the youth, which youth's action, which may lead to exploitation and sexploitation. So two wrongs doesn't make a right. Moral anarchy is not the answer of moral police. We need a moral perspective which is centrist, which is moderate, which is inclusive of dissent and different tones. But we should take it in a much more matured and nuanced way. Otherwise, anarchist tendencies and moral policing tendencies are going to increase in our society.
Yesterday, to express my solidarity with the event, I didn't kiss. What I saw there was, it was the rule of the mob. And what Rahul is trying to say about having a centrist policy, actually he's echoing the sentiment of the mob, the sentiment of the Kerala common sense. What we saw yesterday at Marine Drive in Kochi was the question, who owns this space? Who owns the public space?
Correct.
There were around 10,000 men flashing mobile cameras at every woman.
Exactly.
There.
Yes.
And I was with a group of 2 women, and just because 2 women were there, a mob gathered, then there was a police cordon, and then there were almost all media houses with their cameras and their photographs just screaming, tell us, tell us, tell us. No? So, and the police had to literally, what you call, protect. So we saw suddenly the whole crowd, the mob, they're becoming protectors. And the police just wanted to remove us from the venue. So this is what happened. The question is, when we say that we have to respect what the elders think, in the Kerala we have a cosmopolitan society, this is all bullshit. It's not real. It's such a fake society. And the issue that you cannot accept a group of people gathering at a place like Marine Drive, an open secular space. That intolerance is what we understand.
Problem here started with Kiss of Love when they started this Facebook page. They said Kiss of Love, everyone can come and kiss and hug or whatever. But the media started covering it as lip lock, people to lip lock in Marine Drive.
Right.
So in the last 4 or 5 days, this whole what Rahul and others started, not this Rahul, the Rahul who started Kiss of Love. What they intended was just that public affection, public display of affection, as long as it is decent, it should be acceptable. But I think the media coverage of say they will come and lip lock in Marine Drive, that sort of triggered the voyeuristic Keralite crowd
Absolutely.
with their mobile phones.
Yes.